What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. Sorry I'm a little late to this. It shouldn't have been very long. It should have only been like an hour since this came out. I decided to go, I had a random want to go to the movies tonight, so I went to see the new, well, it's not new anymore. It's been out for like a month now, but went to go see the new How to Train Your Dragon movie, and I checked my phone towards the end of the movie, when stuff was wrapping up, and I see everyone freaking out about the new PV. So great time for me to decide to do this. Even though I expected this trailer to come out tonight, I didn't think it would be this early. But we're gonna go over what we've seen here. I watched it briefly in the car, so I do know what's coming. But let's kind of discuss what all of this means. So we'll get the usual intro where they'll say it's the 4th month of the year, blah, blah, blah. This is the trailer for it. And of course, they say we're over 100 characters. Which is insane for, you think about a gacha game like this. And of course, we know that theme music. We got our boy Zaveid coming, which, by the way, so data mines revealed some stuff, and I'm going to talk about that later, because now that this stuff is out, the data mines can be talked about. But there's some confusing stuff, so we got Zaveid. We knew that was coming. Okay, here's the confusing thing. Marcus. Finally, after 2 years, he is finally going to be playable. I think he's going to be a story chapter character. But the weird thing about this is, so they show Zaveid and they show Marcus. And then they show the seasonal. So this is obviously Lila, Alicia, Dezel. And they usually put it in order. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a time where it's been out of order. What they show us is what we receive. So based on this, is Marcus supposed to be coming with Zaveid? I mean, I guess it could just be thrown in there, and he might be with, because, well, I'll explain after we watch all this. And then obviously we are getting another set of seasonals right here. You can see, well, I guess it wouldn't be in order. We haven't seen the story chapter stuff yet. So we got Sync, we got Mythos, and we got Kratos. Finally, two of these three characters are villains finally getting seasonals. So it'll be very interesting to see what kind of outfits they get. And this is the hard part. I want to pull for Zaveid and the Zestiria crew, and I also want to pull for these guys. So I'm going to have to decide what I care about more. I'm running on about 3 multis right now, plus the mirror gems that I've been getting. I would say I'll probably have enough to do 4 or 5 for this entire month, so I'll probably be able to do 3 on one banner, 2 on the other. So we'll see how that goes. And right here, so this is very interesting. So we're getting Tales of Xillia 2 Milla. Now, I'm assuming this just means that Milla's going to get a costume change. I don't think we're going to get a Xillia 2 Milla on top of the Milla we already have. So I think the Milla we have is still this Milla. I could be wrong. This is just me thinking. I haven't talked to people in the fandom or whatever to see what everyone thinks, everyone's logical reasoning. But just off the top of my head, while I'm thinking right now, I would assume it's just like, this is obviously Xillia 2 Milla. She's just going to get like you'll be able to choose her outfit. And that'll pretty much be it. And she's getting an overray. So it's going to be all of her spirits as part of her overray. And that's probably what because by the time the story chapter comes out, which will be in about, 16, 17 days, roughly within that time frame, I should have all the mirror gems from the pack they gave us last month, which means I'll be able to do a full set of step-ups on her overray banner, which I probably will do. I'm gonna see, kind of what we get. Also see how I do with the other summons as well. Now, here's the interesting thing, and that's pretty much it. That's everything. Tales of the Rays, blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's it. Okay. So, a couple interesting things that we need to talk about here. So, we know Marcus is coming. Now, my initial thought after watching this trailer was, oh, Marcus will probably just be in the story banner. you know, obviously they can place it weird to make people think different things, but my head is going to the point that Marcus will probably be a playable character alongside Overray Milla. So we'll probably have a banner that'll have Marcus's Mirage Art and Overray Milla. That seems like the most likely scenario. Unless Marcus is going to be an event character. Because that could be the other thing. Because we saw, you know, the first event is obviously going to be Zaveid and the Zestiria cast. You know, Dezel, Alicia, and Lila. So the second event could be Marcus, and then the seasonals will be with Mythos, Sync, and Kratos. But it could also be... when I first watched the trailer, I thought, oh, are we finally going to get an event without a brand new character? It's just going to have seasonals? Because at some point, we're going to have to get those, because we're running out of main cast members to kind of get, and if they just keep throwing, you know, 4 to 5 new characters a month, we're going to run out of characters within the next year, you know, villains included. So, at some point, they're going to have to release events. So, I'm still leaning more towards that Marcus will be a story character alongside Milla's Overray. But at the same time, it could still be that Marcus ends up being an event character. But Marcus has been such a, you know, important part of the story since the beginning that it just doesn't seem likely that he would just be in some random event. But you guys definitely let me know what you think down below. So yeah, quick little breakdown, what I think is gonna happen. So obviously the event we currently have ends in a week. It ends on the 12th. So probably either the 12th or the 13th, we'll get the new event with Zaveid. That'll go through. We'll get the story chapter with Overray Milla and Marcus. Sorry, I couldn't remember his name. Or, you know, he'll be in the event. And then obviously at the tail end of the month, we'll have the second event with the new, you know, seasonals for Sync, Mythos, and Kratos. Which, you know, like I said, Marcus is going to be in one of those two things. We're not sure what yet. And that'll pretty much wrap up the month. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about, so there was kind of some rumored stuff going on. I'm sure everyone's heard about it by now. That there's apparently supposed to be a Star Ocean collab, but we don't really know what's kind of going on with that, because I guess there was some stuff found where, I guess it was kind of like thought that might happen, but, that doesn't seem to be at least not for this month. I don't know if it's going to happen in the future or what's going on. You know, it may be a collab with a different series, but as of right now, it's definitely not happening this month. So, I guess we'll just have to see. I mean, it could still happen this month, I guess. You know, if Marcus does end up being the story character, maybe the collab gives outfits to Sync, Mythos, and Kratos, but I don't really think so. I feel like they would showcase something like that in the PV trailer. But, that's pretty much all I've got on this month's PV. Let me know what you guys think down below. Who are you going to be saving and pulling for? I also find it very interesting that we're getting a costume change for Milla for her Zillia 2 outfit. I assume at some point we're going to get it for all the other characters as well. I assume we'll get Zillia 2 Jude, yada, yada, yada. But what are they going to do with Alt Milla? Because they're obviously showcasing her, and I assume they have to make her playable at some point. So, maybe towards the tail end of the arc, but I can't see them doing 2 Milla Mirage Arts in one arc. I mean, I guess you could say Kokis had 2 last arc because he had his regular and his Overray. So I guess it could still happen, but I guess we'll have to see. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. Like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.